Welcome to Spiceways, a program featuring cooks from the various culture communities that live and thrive here in the Mid-Hudson Valley. The cooks are preparing everyday meals that they would serve their families with ingredients found locally and some a little special through the internet. The idea is that you can make these meals once you get home from work or start them in the morning and have them almost ready for you when you get home. Spiceways Philippines welcomes Josie McDowell as she prepares for you a variety of dishes, including pancit, chicken adobo, and lumpia, very familiar dishes to the Philippine cuisine. So the first thing we're going to do is have Josie talk to us about the ingredients for the first dish she's going to make.
Okay, we're gonna make chicken adobo with coconut milk. The ingredients that we're gonna use, actually I combine the dark meat and the white meat. The ingredients we're gonna have, we have white onions, and then we have a little bit with the beef broth, well, the powder one, and the black pepper, and crushed garlic, and of course the main ingredient is the coconut milk. And we have bay leaf, and soy sauce, and also red onions, and the special is the dato puti vinegar. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do, we have the garlic. This is the chicken adobo. I don't use oil because of the meat that we're using. And onions. Put this, the bay leaf. And the black pepper. Because we didn't use oil, we have to keep mixing it, so we don't wanna burn the onions and the garlic. And then we get our chicken. There you go. And then a little bit more black pepper. And then we cover this first before we put the vinegar and the coconut milk. See how easy it is? If you have this at home, and then you can take a shower after that. Now we can go to the pancit, because we want this a little bit toasted, like fried it a little bit until the oil will come out. We're gonna have chicken. Actually, it's a vegetarian pancit, and the ingredients that we're using, we have this, we call it super cube bihon pancit. You have to soak it with the water and it will come out like this. And everything here we have carrots and green beans. I combine the celery and the snow peas and the mushroom. And also we're using Silver Swan soy sauce, our brand. We combine actually these two together, which is the excellent canton, like a lo mein. On pancit, I have to use oil. I use olive oil. And garlic. Okay. Let the garlic make a little bit brown. Onions. The leftover from this one, the onions and the garlic, we're gonna add this for later. This is the green beans and the carrots. And I don't want my vegetables to be overcooked on my pancit, so that's why I combined it together. And black pepper. Secret ingredients. Broth, that's chicken broth. And also I made my own broth. Actually, you can buy this and Adams, which is the chicken like bone chicken, and make your own broth. Instead, you buy the one on the can or the one on the carton, and this one is better. You can put your celery after you cut, you know, using from this one, you can add it there. Mushroom, the celery, and the snow peas. And of course, you put the broth. Another pepper. I know I have my soy sauce over here. Let me. Over this. Yes, the third recipe that we're gonna have, we call this lumpia Shanghai, which is like ground chicken. And then we have here actually scallion, celery, and onions, little onions. And we have plain carrots over here. And this one over here, it's like a powder chicken broth. So you can put all together, and we're gonna wrap this one later for this spring roll wrapper. Now we're showing it to you how to make the spring roll. So we have this spring roll, and of course you can get this in my store. And we're gonna do the chicken spring roll, lumpia Shanghai. Because this one, it's too big, we're gonna make this, we cut this into two, okay? I'll just show you how to wrap this one. Because I already made 500 already, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, fold it and then make it tight, and we get the water. There you go. Very simple.
So it's a version of a spring roll, which we all know. We see spring rolls in Vietnamese food, we see spring rolls in Chinese food, in Thai food. So it's not surprising that there's also a Filipino version.
Okay, now we can put, you will see it's a little bit dry here. We can put the vinegar. We do the vinegar first. Soy sauce. And a little broth. Turn this one off because you don't want to overcook your vegetable. If you have any vegetable at home that you can use, for example, sometimes we have celery or mushroom, sometimes we just waste it. You can use any vegetable, doesn't have to be this kind of vegetable. So we transfer the cooked vegetable. Okay, we'll save a little. Of course, another broth and a little garlic, soy sauce, and then we cover this. And then the noodles that we're using is with, we call it super cube. The best thing that you can the good result of this one, soak it with the cold water, not on hot water, because if you soak it on hot water, it will be like saggy when you cook it. So it's nice if it's cold water, it will be like this look. And this one under. tau means we call it floating rice. The main ingredients, we're using glutinous rice, and we have dry coconut, and I just toasted the sesame seed and white sugar. It's very easy, and you will like it and you will enjoy it. And of course, we need the glutinous rice. It's very, very easy how to make this. So you can use the whole thing in one bag or a half bag. I don't measure my stuff, so I wash my hands. So you just put water and mix it until like a Play-Doh. There you go. Just like this. The water is boiling. Okay, now we finish our floating rice. I have the water has to be boiling when we put this one. That's been boiling a long time ago, so we just put that in here. And now we turn this one up and we put our vegetables. The onions again. I'm frying a little bit with the chicken thigh with non-stick. You don't have to put oil. Actually, I'm from north of Manila, and they call it Bamban Tarlac. It's 1.5 hours from Manila. It's like from Poughkeepsie to New York. I was there until 18. After 18 years old, I came here to the U.S. The first state that I went was California, and then I've been in Texas, and my dream state was New York. When I'm looking at the city, I can't believe, because one of my mom's boss, she gave me this postcard, and that postcard, since I grew up, I said, I want to go to this country, which is that New York. It's the New York City. I love to cook. My mom, she's a chef, and she works at the most expensive and knowing restaurant in Manila, in Makati, and I learned from her. I opened the store 2013. The first dish, of course, chicken adobo with coconut milk. Also, because I don't think we have a Filipino in this area, so I'm knocking to the community that we exist, that we have Filipino also. My place is more like we have a family, like the Italian people, they like to family with friends, who, everybody is welcome. They're like a family to us. They'll be supporting me, they'll be behind me. We're done with the spring roll, a little bit more. We just fried it. And here, the chicken adobo, we want the chicken really tender. We don't want it raw, so it's almost done. And I fried it a little bit. And soon we'll be putting the coconut milk. We put the coconut milk. Let's mix it. I need more. I want garlic. put the pepper, the whole thing. Turn this one off, the red onions, the broth. So I don't want to put too much soy sauce. I just put chicken broth there again. And mix it again. My floating rice is ready. It's floating. See, before they're down, now they're up. I think it's a little bit pale. I'm gonna put a little bit. That's the same soy sauce, the one that I just showed you. Just a little. Let's finish the garlic. All right, now we're done with the chicken adobo. We're gonna put here. Okay. Okay.